this is Patrick again. The channel is Theoretic Patrick again. I hope you are having a happy new year, 2023. We have Bill Kelwan once again. This is a resource I told you we have to tap and we have to milk so that we can inspire the generations we have and generations to come. So Bill Kelwan, once again I welcome you. And thank you for giving us your time.
Thank you.
Yes. You have told us about Bill the writer, you have told us about what has been inspiring you, but I feel that we need to learn more about two things now.
Yes.
Bill the instructor stroke Bill the engineer.
Yes.
I feel outside there people want to know if they can be instructors, what it takes and all that.
Yes.
So maybe before we continue, just tell them who Bill Kelwan is.
Yes, Bill Kelwan is an engineer and also an instructor. Apart from being a writer and an entrepreneur, so for now I'll tell you a bit of myself as an engineer and an instructor. Yeah, the twofold.
Okay.
Yes.
So kindly expound which kind of engineering you do, which kind of instructor you are. Kindly.
So I'm actually a civil engineer. I have a diploma in civil engineering. Actually, it's construction engineering because it cut across all facets of construction, from roads, dams, buildings, and also drainage works. And also, even I've told you about buildings, also about. So it's a elaborate and a general construction discipline, so to speak. Yes.
So how do you separate between the engineer, the field engineer, and the instructor engineer?
So the field engineer is about having workers on the site. It's about having clients, about working with other engineers and other construction workers, and also working with the ministry involved, that is, and also the authorities like the National Construction Authority. And also having a teamwork there, yes. And also as an instructor, now it's about having the trainees, about going to a class, it's about theory work and it's about the practical aspect of construction. Yes.
We'll come back to there. Let's go back to 2005, post-high school.
Yes.
Yes. So you decided that you want to pursue civil and structural engineering.
Yes.
Okay, tell us more. How did you make that decision?
So I made the decision after I actually applied. I was supposed to go and do pharmacy at a college in Thika. Then it kind of bounced due to lack of school fees. Then I said, well and good, I have to now go do engineering because I needed as a discipline where it combines maths and physics in one. So that's when I decided now I have to go and do civil engineering. Yes. So
you had two fields you wanted to pursue?
Yes.
You wanted the medicine?
Yes.
Stroke engineering?
Yes.
Okay, so Rift Valley?
Institute of Science and Technology. That was the year 2007, May.
So I know there is a student down there who wants to go to the technical institutes.
Yes.
What is your opinion? What can you tell them?
So I will tell them that technical discipline is good. They have to have that creativity. They have to have the courage. Yeah, they have to have the passion, to go out there and do great things. Yes, they have to also have the courage. Yes.
So currently I know we apply online.
Yes.
During your time, you did a physical visit?
So it was the physical. You first write a application letter and then you post it, or you either take it, you take it by hand to
the school.
To the school, yeah, to college.
So how is learning, or before we talk about learning, what are the subject combination this particular student must have for him or her to be comfortable doing civil and structural engineering?
Maths and physics, and also drawing.
Maths Maths, physics, and technical
drawing.
drawing.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
So that is a must.
Yes, that is, you can do it without
Okay.
that.
So tell us about a class session, like the learning session. What do you learn in college when it comes to civil and structural engineering?
So you learn advanced mathematics, you learn technical drawing, you learn building technology, you learn surveying, you learn hydraulics, you learn materials, yes, you learn measurement, estimating, and costing. Yeah, that's it.
Of all the arrays, which one was your favorite?
My favorite one was the surveying and construction drawing. Yes.
So you are very good when it comes to drawing and design?
And of course, my love with mathematics. Yes. So I'm nice.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have graduated?
Yes.
How is the working environment of a civil and structural engineer?
The working environment is good, although it's challenging. So you have to have the courage, and you also have to be organized, and you have to work smart. Yes.
So tell us the different kind of works you have worked as in the civil department.
So I have worked as a quantity surveyor. I've also worked as a supervisor in roadworks. I've also worked as a site engineer in the road sector.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell us about the experience of being a quantity surveyor. There are two kinds of surveying.
Yes, there is the field survey and then there is the quantity surveying.
Field survey, what's the difference between the two?
Field surveying is when you go to survey maybe a road or maybe a site where a building is to be erected. And then the quantity surveying now is about the material aspect, the material quantity, the ones which will go to the project. Be it cement, be it reinforcement bars, be it timber for formwork, yeah, be it blocks, certain blocks, yes, concrete, ballast, sand, and all that.
Yes, I was looking at that one of the projects we are having there, and I could see that we could not work without a quantity surveyor.
Yes.
Why are you very important?
So you cannot work without a quantity surveyor because you have to get the quantities. You have to know the quantities that are going to go into your project. And you cannot do that without a quantity surveyor. Yes.
What is BQ?
Yeah, bill of quantities.
Bill of quantities.
Yes.
So the QS is...
He's supposed to prepare the bill of quantities. Yes.
Okay.
So that will give you now the quantities that will go to your project.
Okay.
Yes.
Talking of that, do you think many people mess with their projects because they don't have QS?
Yes, they do. They mess because they maybe overlook the role of a quantity surveyor. So you get that maybe there will be shortages of materials. Maybe there will be a lot of mess. So, and so many people don't employ a quantity surveyor. They tend to overlook the work. They only get maybe a fundi somewhere, and then maybe they go on. They go to hardware, buy this, buy that, and then the project goes on.
What do you think is some of the challenges we are facing in the construction industry?
Some of the challenges, one is the issue of quacks.
Quacks?
Yeah. So you find a person maybe operative somewhere after going for 1-2 projects, so he thinks that he has qualified to be a fundi or a mason, and then now he can do the work. Another one is pure negligence, and also we don't like employing professional people. We kind of going shortcuts. Also, another issue is the creed. You get a contractor who has the bill of quantities, who has the specifications, and then ignores due to his or her creed, and then goes for substandard materials. And then the house collapses, and then we have the casualties, and then we say Pole at the end of it. Yes.
In quotes, you're talking about theft.
No, not necessarily theft. So maybe a contractor was to construct a building using a reinforcement bar crate, say T16. So, and then opted for T8 or maybe Y10 or maybe at a substandard size. So meaning that he has stolen, so to speak, because he has not complied with the specifications.
Yes.
And then that works becomes substandard because one, the strength would be compromised. Also another one is the quality of materials. Maybe someone chooses cement, which is not of the recommended standard, because maybe it's cheap in the market. So, and someone maybe may go and get substandard sand somewhere, maybe get some pallets somewhere, which was maybe used for another construction, maybe. Okay.
Before we go so far from there, I want you to speak to that particular client, to that person who wanted to construct a house and all that. What are some of the things they need to do?
One, they have to get approvals. First of all, they must have the land where to construct the project, which is duly theirs, which has the title, which has all the requirements. Secondly, you have to involve a designer, an architect, for that matter, who will do the drawing of the project. Also, you have to employ an engineer, quantity surveyor, all the professional people needed out there. Also, he has to get the approvals of the authorities concerned, maybe the National Construction Authority, maybe the county offices, for him or her to be given the go-ahead. And also, he must have also employed the professionals who will now deliver quality work for him or her. Yes.
What is the role of a foreman?
The role of a foreman is to employ people on site. It's also to supervise day-to-day work on the construction site. Also to check matter safety. Yes.
Good. So that is one role, quantity surveyor.
Yes.
What was so sweet about the job?
So I told you I worked as an assistant quantity surveyor. So I was working under a county quantity surveyor. So it was enjoyable getting from one office to another, and also seeing that the materials you quoted are delivered on time. Yes.
Okay. The second job role?
Job role, I was actually a site engineer for a bridge there at Moiben, working under Koile contractors. That was in the year, I think, 2016. Yes. So it was kind of, I was motivated because we were able to do the bridge in just a matter of 52 days, and so it was done. Yes.
So bridge construction.
Yes.
By the way, how many types of bridges do you have? I know we have better of them, but just mention a few.
We did the one which is of a concrete bridge. Yes.
Okay.
What was spanning 10 meters. Yes.
The biggest challenge?
The biggest challenge is, I can say the case of Moiben one was getting the workers, that is the operatives on site. Also the weather was not conducive, was not favorable for us, because it could rain maybe during the midday. So, and then we had to stop the works abruptly. Also, the workers could strike from nowhere. You get people going to grouping somewhere when you have already mixed the concrete. So it becomes, so you have to go and persuade them, no, come, we are. So they were kind of asking payment, even without the due time for payments. Yes.
From now, quantity surveyor, we are site engineer. The other role?
The role, I think I was a site supervisor for a road here at Keblombe Naitili. I think it was 3 kilometers.
Of tarmac,
no tarmac. It was just opening. It was, and then like that.
Rough road, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. That is all weather roads. So,
Yes.
what do you do?
So I had to get the machinery on site. I had to get a staff, and also I had to liaison between now the contractor, the client, and also the community. Yes.
It's important to involve the community.
Very important. If you want to go into a mess, assume neglect the community, and you will see. You'll regret.
You'll regret. You'll
Yes.
see fire.
Yes.
Okay. So between the three roles, as we have mentioned, which one was more interesting to you?
I can say all of them were interesting, but the most interesting one was the Kilombe one, because at some point the MCA came, so I was doing a culvert. So I shifted the location based on the engineering aspect and also the topography of the place. Then I decided we are going to build it here, to put a culvert across here, the cross culvert. Then they say no, we are going to place it there, whether you like it or not. And at some point the MCA came and was kind of, he got worked up. So he came to me and said, no, you small boy, you cannot tell us, this is our place. So we have to put a culvert there, whether you like it or not. Then I had to comply it. And I said, yes, fine. You can start in here. Then I set out, and then we dug in, and then we placed the culvert. And then there was the land issue. So at some point we used to do the earthworks, and then at some point someone said no. So he erected a fence. So half of it is on somebody's land, half the road is. Then it was kind of a mess.
So what happened eventually?
Eventually, then we had to negotiate, and then they said to let the road pass here. So because I was working with the county works officer at Ravine, so they came and so I explained myself the challenges I went through. Then they said it's fine. Even if they decide that you put a culvert on a hill, do it. After all, it's theirs. So I say fine, but I say no. To compromise myself sometimes is not good. That's it. They say no. You have to. And I say if you have decided that way, it's fine. Yes.
So engineering and community can be a very tough combination.
Yeah, you have to first go under a tree and agree. Yes.
Good. So let's go back to your fourth role now as a civil engineer, the instructor role. Yes. How is it? So
it's fine. It's fine because I'm encouraged when I'm so far so good. I've graduated, I think five masons are out there who have taught at Royal Bay Vocational, and they are doing good work out there. Because I know once we train those masons, they can do quality work, and the issue of building collapsing and all that will become a thing of the past. Yes.
How did you become an instructor? Because there must have been a transition.
Yeah, I transitioned from an engineer to an instructor. So after working on site for a very long time, I said no. Why can I go to class? Because I find the instructor aspect more flexible and more enjoyable. Although so I could do 1-2, because I could be an instructor, and also I could do my business of a contractor along the sites. Okay. Yes.
So your first day as an instructor, tell us about it.
So it was kind of, I've entered a class, and then you find the trainees looking at you as if you're, wow, this one? Then I told myself I'm an engineer. Then that's now they believe that, hey, so their spirit got lifted. Then they say that, hey, we are taught by an engineer. Then they felt that they were in the right place. Yes.
Okay. Your happiest moment as an instructor?
My happiest moment is when I give a practical to a trainee, and then he or she does exactly what I wanted. And then seeing the work, then I say, wow, I feel motivated. Okay. Yes.
Give us a day of an instructor.
A day as an instructor, a day start at 8. So you can go to class for a theory, taking 2 hours, and also you can give practical to your trainees, taking maybe 3 hours. Also doing your organizing your lesson notes and your lesson plans, and also writing your scheme of work, and also marking practical as well as continuous assessment test.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are the opportunities available to somebody who wants to teach in a technical school?
Yeah, there are many. There are many opportunities. So you can become an instructor just like me. You can also, there are so many, so long as you have the passion, you have the motivation, and then you have that drive in you to instruct and to change someone's life, and to produce better graduates who will come and do better work out there. Okay. Yes.
So there's something you mentioned when we were discussing about quantity survey.
Yes.
And you mentioned about the authorities and the ministries and all that.
Yes.
I think it is good you just do a mention of the statutory regulations and the requirements when you are in that particular field. What are some of the institutions somebody has to visit before doing any structural work?
So one crucial institution is the NCA, that is the National Construction Authority. You have to have the credentials, you have to be accredited. If you have to supervise the work, so you have to have the accredited supervisor, building supervisor, if it's a building works. If it's civil works, you have to have the same accredited one from NCA. Yes.
Good. As a contractor, how many successful projects have you done?
I told around 10 of them.
Around 10 of them?
Yes.
How do you feel when you finish one project?
You feel so much happy. When you see the work that you have done, the time that it has taken you, the short time you have taken there, when you focus on the challenges that you had to undergo doing the project, you say, wow, you feel like clapping for yourself. Yes.
If somebody was to ask which kind of projects you are doing, maybe it is good you list them.
So now I do sanitation work, that is septic tanks, toilets. Yes, and also I would like to do weathering, that is gutters and water tanks, and also building classrooms, that is building works.
Building works.
Yes.
Good. So that is your area of specialization as of now?
As of now, yeah.
Good. So I know somebody out there may want to be a civil and structural technician as well as an instructor. I want you to focus on that camera and inspire them.
Yes. First of all, you have to cherish challenges in life. You have also to be organized. You have to manage your time properly. Also, you have to have the courage. You have to have the physical wellness. That is, you have to be physically fit, because it takes a lot of mental work. You have to use your brain. That means your brain should be okay. Also, you have to also have interpersonal skills, because out there you'll be working with a lot of people. You'll be working with workers, you'll be working with authorities, you'll be working with fellow engineers and fellow construction team. So you have to master communication skills, because you have to communicate well, to convince, and also to pass instructions to your workers, and also to pass specifications, and also to negotiate with a client, with everybody, also with the people in the hardware sector. Yes.
Good. Finally, I want you to utafuta kazi.
Yes.
I know they want to call you, so I'm giving you that opportunity. Number one, tell us in the social media, how can we find you? Then to your contacts. So
in the social media, I'm on Facebook as Bill Kelwan, and also my contacts are Safaricom line 0711 952 646, and also I have the Airtel line, that is 0788 828 556. Yes.
Thank you so much, Bwana Kelwan, for this opportunity. I know today we have taken a lot of your time,
Yes.
but it is good to tap into resources so that we can be able to influence and inspire those guys. So out there, if you want to pursue a career in civil and structural engineering, that is the news. I know there is more outside there. These are big span, but thank you so much, Bwana Kelwan, for
Yeah, it's
giving us
pleasure.
the insight.
Yes, pleasure having you.
You can also be an instructor, you can teach, you can be a
Yes.
contractor, you can be as many things as you want. I want you to open up your mind and focus on what you feel can be the best specialization you can. Otherwise, thank you so much.
Welcome.
And to you, in case you have not subscribed up to this particular time, kindly do so and help us spread the channel. Thank you so much.